Okay, it is time to get started. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to this web class. We are going to teach you how to start a successful career as a certified holistic life coach. So if you're ready, let's get going. My name is Dr. John Spencer Ellis, and you can call me JSE because I have a super long name. I am the CEO and founder of Nesta and the Spencer Institute. And these organizations were founded way back in 1992. And since that time, we have helped over 60,000 people just like you in over 61 countries now, all around the world, to become successful, profitable, and happy coaches and trainers. And it's such an honor to be able to help you as well. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to go over 4 different aspects in this web class. We're going to talk about your education, the certification process, all your career options, and of course, making money as well. Now, people say, what about making money? I just want to do this because I want to help people. Yes, you should first and foremost want to do this to help people. And you also need to make money because you either have rent or a mortgage, and you either need to pay a cab or Uber, or you have a car, or you need to put food on the table. You need to enjoy your life. And of course, the more you have, the more you can give back to your favorite charities and things like that as well. So we're going to teach you how to do all of this and the process, and also to show you how it can be simple and simplified and incredibly rewarding when you have a system in place. So let's go over some basics here. What is holistic? Holistic simply means holism, or being whole. You can think of it of enhancing personal development from a multi-directional approach. In a holistic perspective, we view the person as a complete being rather than an individual who may have an unresolved challenge. When we view all the possible contributions to the current state, that can be the problem, the pain, the emotional distress, the physical ailments, whatever it is, we have a better and more comprehensive solution. And that we're able to create and help the person work through as a guide and as a coach. So in some perspectives, from more of a Western perspective, they view the person, the problem, or the condition from a compartmentalized perspective. So, it's your ears, or you're stressed. So remove yourself from the stress. Well, that may be good, but that may not be enough. You may also need to find out, what does the person gravitate towards to eliminate the stress, and how can you optimize that experience for your coaching client as well? So it takes everything into account when custom designing a holistic lifestyle for your client. So you can now become a more complete and highly skilled trainer or coach by adding this distinguished coaching credential to your resume, regardless of what you do now, regardless of how you conduct your business. So you may be brand new to this, which is fine as well. Many students start their coaching career with this program. Many experienced coaches and trainers add this credential to become even more qualified and to round out their skill set. And what I find really interesting is we often have many people from the medical profession, that get into holistic life coaching, and even our wellness coaching program as an example, because they realize it's more about lifestyle choices, emotional wellness, being well rested, managing stress, and taking a more balanced approach to life that will reduce the possibility of ever needing Western or allopathic medical care. Now, of course, we're going to go into scope of practice and all those sorts of things, but the reality is that 80 to 90% of the reason why people visit a primary care physician, at least in the United States, is due to things that can be managed through lifestyle choice. Isn't that incredible? So by better lifestyle management, and taking a holistic approach is a major component of that, you will dramatically be able to help your clients reduce their reason for ever needing medical intervention. Of course, none of this supersedes medical advice. I have to say that. But the fact is, when you help people, and you do this for yourself as well, there's less of a likelihood of you ever needing a medical intervention or treatment. So the course title is Holistic Life Coach Certification. And you will earn the credential after a successful completion of your exam of Certified Holistic Life Coach. And you can use the acronym CHLC on your business card and things of that nature as well. So here's the program overview. It's a comprehensive 100% online course, which includes coaching concepts, holistic concepts, health strategies, motivational strategies, which is a big component of it, your scope of practice, and business practices. You need to know how to actually run your business, right? And then the course objective is to provide you with all the needed tools to facilitate effective holistic life coaching and increase revenue with included business model. There we go. Okay. Your recertification requirements. The certification is valid for 2 years. You are required to complete 2.0 units, which is 20 hours of continuing education to keep your certification valid. Now, some people say, why? Why would I have to do that? And the answer is that things change. Information evolves. New science and new data becomes available to us. And we can't have an antiquated approach to something that is constantly evolving. So we want you to stay current, stay relevant, stay well-educated, well-informed, and be well-informed about new emerging technologies, information, studies, research, nutrition, whatever it is. And if you don't do that, it makes it very challenging to stay current, and we have to validate that you have stayed current. And so you do that through completing continuing education units. There is information on the website about this. We have many, many ways for you to complete these units at a very, very affordable cost. It's a minimal cost to do that. And also, if you are, just say for an example, you're completing college credits, maybe you're going to university or community college or something like that, you can take other courses and petition to get credit for your recertification as well. And there's other options as well. And all those details are on the website. But there you go. So it's valid for 2 years, and continuing education is required to maintain the validity of that certification. And there's no prerequisites to start this course. Of course, if you have medical training, fitness training, nutrition training, if you studied physiology or mind-body practices and things like that, of course that's helpful. Of course it is. But it's not required. Will it make it a little easier? Sure. All education can add to and make your next round of education that much easier, but none specific is required. So here's the learning format. Self-paced, 100% online format, materials including multiple in-depth training videos, comprehensive digital manual, and non-proctored online exam. Internet access is required, but you can do it on a desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. Although the phone, even though it works, it's probably going to be a little more challenging because there's so much to be seen. You'd probably want to do it on a tablet or a laptop at a minimum, but you can do it on any type of mobile device. Okay, and you just need to make sure that you're online. That's it. Exam requirements, passing the 100 multiple choice non-proctored online exam with 70% or higher. You get 3 attempts at the exam, and the results are known immediately. And actually, there is a digital version of your certification after successful completion of the exam. But also, you get the hard copy as well, but you do get a digital version. You will earn the title of Certified Holistic Life Coach. And I can tell you that of the 35 to 40 plus courses that we offer through our different organizations, this is probably in the top 3 for popularity because trainers and coaches realize how much opportunity there is with this. And the clients and potential clients really appreciate the skill set and the opportunity, the skill set from you and the opportunity for them to enhance their life. You will learn proven techniques to help your clients attain optimal health, well-being, and inner peace by adopting lifelong holistic lifestyle. So basically, it's not just, one and done. When you complete your training, you'll understand for yourself and your client how to adopt daily practices, rituals, behaviors, thoughts, and change things quickly or subtly over time and continually progress towards this more well-balanced lifestyle. And when you adopt this for yourself and when your clients adopt this for themselves, The difference in how they feel, how they look, how they perceive things, their level of stress, everything enhances. And it's really incredibly rewarding for you as the practitioner, as the coach, and for them as the client. You'll increase your professional credibility and earning potential as well. You can start a lucrative coaching business from your home or expand your existing coaching career in a health club, fitness center, or gym. You can also coach people online. In fact, online coaching is becoming more and more and more popular and a choice for our coaches. But of course, you can do whatever you choose. The format that you choose is completely up to you. And in just a minute, we're going to go into many different aspects, many different perspectives, and proven career paths for holistic life coaches. And also, I'll tell you now, we have a special offer for you if you are interested in earning the Spencer Institute Holistic Life Coach certification. We have a special coupon code coming up for you that will give you 20% off the regular tuition. So hang on, and you're going to see that in just a second. As a certified holistic life coach, you will assess all the dimensions of holism within your client and then guide and coach. With this credential, you will fully understand various dimensions of holism and a step-by-step coaching application. So you're going to learn not just about the aspects of coaching, but it's the facilitation of the coaching. It is the questioning, the inquiry, the support, the listening skills, and learning how to fit this into someone's existing lifestyle and then gradually move them towards, with their approval and support, towards a lifestyle that is even more holistic and more whole and more balanced and has more wellness and a reduction in the bad stress. You may be asking, what is my scope of practice? Well, there are three things that are super important here. One is you cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe. You cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe unless you are a medical professional. If you are a medical professional, then that falls within your scope of practice. And as a medical professional and whatever licensure or credential or degree you have, you know what your scope of practice is. You stay within that scope. For the people who are practitioners and certified through this program and are not medical professionals, you cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe. It's very important that you know that. You are an educator. You are a facilitator. You are a sounding board. You are someone who dispenses information about the options available and the practices available and enhancing lifestyle habits, which will improve the person's overall well-being. If you're working with any lady who is pregnant or may be pregnant, you need to get clearance from a medical professional immediately. That's for their protection and yours as well. And as the saying goes, when in doubt, refer it out. You may also be wondering, how will I get clients? It's a great question, and it's a common question, and the answer is you truly have endless options. I'm going to go over a few of them here, but realize there are many, many more. I just don't want this web class to be 4 hours long. But an easy way to do it is to do educational Facebook Live videos, or do Instagram live videos, or YouTube live videos, and do Q&A and get feedback, and have, you could do one and say, how does meditation reduce blood pressure, and do a 10-minute Facebook Live on that, and do a meditation demonstration. 3 postures that can reduce stress in the lower back. Simple, right? Very simple thing. And of course, it depends if you have that type of additional training as well. I'm just giving you some examples. 3 superfoods that are anti-inflammatory. Did you know what these are? It could be, what is mindfulness and how can it help you live a more fulfilled life? These are such simple concepts, but people want to learn about it, often don't understand it, and will tune in to learn more. And then at the conclusion of these Facebook Live videos, or YouTube Live, or Instagram Live, or however you want to do it. I mean, the video formats and all these different opportunities change all the time. So if you know of something else, then you can utilize that as well. People will tune into this, and it's all free. And that's a great way for you to establish credibility as a professional and as an authority, a leader, and an influencer in the holistic coaching space. It's very simple. Also through email marketing, through blog posts, through being a guest on a podcast, starting your own podcast, which we'll talk about in a little bit, contributing and collaborating with medical professionals. Oftentimes you can collaborate with chiropractors or acupuncturists or other alternative or holistic or integrative medical professionals because they're more receptive to this type of work. Although I have heard more and more stories recently, and I'll give you just one quick example. This wasn't going to be part of the lesson, but I found it fascinating. I went over to some friend's house maybe a week ago, and one of the gentlemen there, 50 years old, had brain surgery, and they had to put stents in his brain and had all these different things going on. And he had gut health issues and all this stuff. And, he had to have neurosurgery, brain surgery, and he had to see an internist because of his gut health. And his neurosurgeon said, yes, I've been studying mindfulness, and I think there's something to this, and I'd like for you to learn more about it. And I was astonished. I commend that neurologist and neurosurgeon because that is so out of character for a Western trained medical professional. But I think it was brilliant that they were open-minded and receptive to that. And it just shows the shift that's happening in the Western culture to understand the benefits of all this. So I commend them. And it's also a good teaching point for you that there are many opportunities to collaborate with medical professionals, health professionals, chiropractors, alternative health, care providers, to teach these types of things, even for senior care facilities. I mean, I know someone who actually does this for the prison system. Now, obviously, that's a heck of an extreme, but I'm just letting you know of all the opportunities that exist out there. And that is far from all of them, but those are a very diverse set of ways to get clients. And of course, just adding value, teaching, being involved in your community, running Facebook ads, creating a profile related to this topic on LinkedIn, making educational videos on YouTube. I mean, there's so much you can do. It literally is never ending. So there's no shortage of clients. There is no shortage of people seeking this help, and there's no shortage of ways for you to acquire clients. What do I need to get started? So this is a funny picture here because if you look at this picture, it just says business plan, mission, market analysis, strategy. I can't quite see what that other picture is there, the image. Unless you are getting funding to start a center, or you are raising venture capital, or you need a business loan from a bank, or you need to evaluate your company to bring in a partner of some sort, you don't need a comprehensive business plan. Things move too fast. The technology evolves too quickly. It's unnecessary. You need to do a specific, quick analysis of competition, figure out your marketing plan, how much your monthly expenses are going to be, what is the client acquisition strategy, how much can you spend to get each client, and a lot of that you're going to just learn over time. But you have to figure out very simple things. Do not think you need a comprehensive business plan, or don't let someone talk you into doing some comprehensive 30-page business plan. Absolutely not necessary. In fact, the most successful people I know don't do this. Unless you are launching a multi-million dollar company with lots of venture capital, seed capital, angel investors, something like that, you just don't need it. So please don't do that. Don't overthink it. Action is better. You do need to have a simple plan. You need to have an effective plan, and you need to move and act quickly and be nimble and be able to move and pivot fast as things change. And if you're too rigid with a detailed plan and you feel compelled to stick to that plan because you put so much effort into that plan, sometimes it holds you back with the ability to move quickly. So you do not need that. You don't need that much money. A website costs very little. Sometimes they're free, like Wix, although I don't think it's the very best website. It can get you started for essentially no cost. Facebook video is free. YouTube is free. Pinterest is free. Instagram is free. Did I say LinkedIn? LinkedIn is free. All that's free. And your effort and your hustle is free. So that's really what it takes. And if people are willing to do that, they succeed. And it's that simple. Do you need a business license? The answer is maybe. A business license is different from a certification. Sometimes people get confused about all this stuff. The certification shows that you have a given level of competency for a specific skill set, such as holistic life coaching. A license is issued by the city or the county or the state that allows you to conduct business in that area, but it has nothing to do with how you're going to do your business unless you're handling like volatile chemicals or doing medical stuff and you're not doing any of that. But a business license basically just says, hi, I'm in this location, operating in this city or county, and I exist. And they have a small annual fee, so like probably $20, not much at all. Literally the easiest thing you'll ever do for your business. Sometimes it doesn't fall under the county, it falls under the city, and sometimes it's a state level. Whatever it is, just do the minimum that's required. Follow the protocol. Don't cut corners, but don't accrue any additional expenses because you don't need to. And it's just a way for the government to collect a little bit of money and keep tabs on you. Honestly, that's all it is. So just do it if you need it. And if you don't, great, save 30, 40, 50 bucks. Honestly, don't overthink it. It's not a big deal. How much money can I make? This is a fair question and the one that everyone wants to know. The answer is as much as you want to, because you can do anything you want as long as you stay within your scope of practice. If you just work with people one-on-one, that's probably how you'll make the least money, but you'll have probably the most relaxing job, I guess. And it's sometimes people like it because it's more intimate. We're going to talk about all these different models in a minute, but you literally can make as much as you want. And if someone says, "Oh, it's limited, it's capped," it's not true. It's just not true. I know many coaches that make millions of dollars a year. In fact, one of my friends is going to make $7 million this year as a coach. $7 million. Not specifically in this niche, but as a coach. And it just shows what's possible. But we have many, many coaches that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But, if you do one-on-one coaching, the reality is that there's only so many. I'm going to switch to that slide right now. There's only so many hours in a day that you can work with people. There's only so much that you can do. There's only so many hours in the week. And you're trading time for money. Now, that's the way a lot of people have conducted their business and their life, their whole life, and that's what they're comfortable with. If you want to do that, absolutely, you can do that. No problem. It's a very easy business model. That will have a cap on how much you can earn because you only can do so much per hour. That's just the way it is. And you only can charge so much per hour. You only can work so many hours. There's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many hours in the week. There's only so many days in the month. So you will cap out. So realize that going into it, that you still can charge $30, $40, $50, even $100 an hour. A lot of people do that. And that's still good money, right? If you work 8 hours a day, that's $800 a day. That's pretty darn good. But it's tough. That's a tough go at it. But if you do half that much, it's still $400 or $500 a day. That's still pretty darn good, right? So you got your money back on your investment for your certification program pretty darn quickly. But just realize that. And you can do it like in this example here. Obviously, this is a stock photo. But they're doing a meditation practice outdoors. You could do it indoors. You can go to people's homes. They can come to your studio. They can come to your home. You can convert a spare bedroom into a consultation, a coaching office. You can do anything you want. That's the beauty of this. And you can do it all online as well, which we'll get to. You can do group sessions. Now, in this one, it looks like they just finished some sort of yoga class or something like that. But a lot of yoga practitioners do the holistic life coaching because it's such a complement, because it's the same kind of mindset, and people that in that same frame of mind often like this sort of thing as well, which totally makes sense, right? But you can do you can do group coaching for holistic clients. Maybe you can combine it with yoga. Maybe you combine it with sleep science. Maybe you combine it with our brain fitness coaching program. Maybe you combine it with other things that you're doing, or maybe you go in and teach special classes in holistic life coaching at a yoga school. Maybe you do some type of revenue share, or you get paid a percentage. I mean, there's a lot of different ways of doing it at a yoga studio. I'm just thinking of this out loud, as I haven't actually thought of doing that until this very moment. But you might even be able to say, hey, there's how many yoga schools in your area? Yes, I'm a holistic life coach. I'd like to do, a weekly or a monthly holistic group class, and we can do a revenue share. That might be something really cool. That's such a simple concept, but that could be an extra $300 to $500 a month revenue for you. Online coaching and instruction. Absolutely, this is huge and growing rapidly. You can coach anyone online. You can use Zoom video. You can use Skype. You can use YouTube. There are so many other platforms. Some people use iChat. You can have a private group and combine it on Facebook. You can do it over the phone, an email. You can make a private community, all that sort of stuff. And this is a bit of a sidebar here, but if you're interested in addition to this, a complete business system for building an online expert empire. And in this case, it would be for holistic life coaching. This is just a sidebar here, but if you're interested in that, we also have a really, really comprehensive program called Online Expert Empire, and that's the web address too, onlineexpertempire.com, onlineexpertempire.com. So you can check that out. Absolutely not required, but if you're interested in learning everything about online coaching and building your empire online and then applying the holistic life coaching, that's the program for you. Okay, some of you are probably nutrition coaches, nutrition consultants, fitness trainers, personal trainers, wellness coaches, something like that. You can combine it with holistic life coaching and do a bundle. So maybe you have a program that you're charging $300 a month for right now for your nutrition coaching. Well, what if you charge $400 a month and you included holistic life coaching as a separate segment or hour or aspect of your monthly service? Maybe you're a personal trainer, but you're realizing, and as a personal trainer, when I was a personal trainer, I realized that obviously nutrition is a huge part of people's overall wellness and the results they get. But what often holds them back from their fitness goals is having an imbalanced life and one that is not holistic, because they have stress and they have relationship challenges and they have sleeping issues and they have gut health problems and they have emotional distress. And when they can get that imbalance and have more harmony, the fitness comes along much faster. And that just happened. I mean, that's always the case, always. And so when you get everything else in order, you can focus more on your fitness or your nutrition, and everything falls into place much more smoothly. And sometimes that's what allows the pounds of fat they've been trying to shed to just strip away. And sometimes it's simply because the cortisol levels get normalized because of the holistic lifestyle changes. It's fascinating. I've always found that so interesting. So whatever you're doing now in fitness nutrition, if you are, you can combine it with holistic life coaching and figure out some type of bundle or a premium program or your platinum program or whatever you want to call it. You can make information products and online courses. And that Online Expert Empire program explains all that in great detail, onlineexpertempire.com. So you can create digital products, downloadable products. You can sell them on Udemy, Lessons, Coursera, Lynda. You can sell them on your own website. You can collaborate with other people. You can do free gift giveaways that lead into your premium products. There's a bunch of different things that you can do, but you have to have the skill set first and the credential so people know you know what you're talking about. And then you can create information products and online courses related to holistic life coaching, and you can combine it with your existing or pre-existing skill sets if you already have things like nursing or fitness or nutrition or wellness or stress management or sleep science or whatever it is that you do, spiritual counseling, family coaching. Some people do it related to their religious affiliation. You can do whatever you choose. It's totally up to you. Just make sure you fall within scope of practice. You don't do anything that's inappropriate or inaccurate, and you're always looking out for your client's best interest first. A membership site is really easy. You can facilitate a membership site on a WordPress blog with a plugin called Wishlist Member. It's about $100, and you can set up the whole thing for $100. There's another program called Member Mouse. There's another one called Member Gate. And you can also have an online membership and have other aspects of it through video and things like that, and then just do a private Facebook group. Now, it's against, and currently, things change all the time, but currently it's against Facebook's policies to charge to be inside of a group on Facebook. But what you can do is you can charge a membership fee and have other aspects and then facilitate some of it within the group, but they're not paying to get in that group itself on Facebook. I hope that makes sense. And that's what I do for my group. If you're familiar with my personal coaching group that I do, the Penthouse group, if you want to see how that operates, just as an example of what you can do for holistic life coaching, I do it for business and personal development, but that is penthousegroup.net, penthousegroup.net. And so I do it through video coaching and some live events 3 times a year. And then the rest of it is inside a private group on Facebook. And you can do the exact same thing for holistic life coaching. So just use mine as an example, and take as much information. Don't copy the text exactly, but take that as an example and run with that after you become a certified holistic life coach. And you can take that as an example and model that and do your own thing. You're welcome to do that. Corporate wellness is a huge, huge industry. And I can't remember the exact number, so forgive me if I'm misquoting this, but it's either a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 ROI, return on investment, for corporations. So corporations have now found that for every $1 they invest in corporate health and wellness, they get a $3 or $4 return. I just can't remember what it is, and the data changes all the time. So let's just say it's 3.5, okay? Could be off a little bit there, but it's a lot. So for every dollar a corporation spends on wellness and nutrition and health and things like that for their employees, they get at least $3 back because of fewer sick days, more employee retention, better focus, better brain function. They're sleeping better, which means they can function better and have better critical decision-making processes. So they get a huge return on investment with corporate wellness. You can, if you are interested in corporate wellness, the Spencer Institute also has a corporate wellness coach certification. That's completely different, but I'm just sharing this with you just so you know that we have a lot of ways to help you. If you're interested in corporate wellness, you can combine the holistic life coaching with corporate wellness. I'm sure you're interested to know how can you use your holistic life coaching certification. How can you use your designation as a certified holistic life coach? I just want to share with you all the options that are available. If you want to have 4 people a day come to your house and you coach them on a holistic lifestyle and you charge $50 an hour, that's $200 a day or so. Great. That's awesome. That's $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year. That's more than the national average in America. That's still great. A lot of people want to do more. And so I'm sharing all these different ideas with you. You don't have to do any of that. Some people actually earn this credential for their own edification, personal gratification, and they just want to know how to enhance their own lifestyle. And I commend that as well. So whatever it is for you. If you're not a podcast junkie, I'm going to encourage you to do it because it's such a great way for you to increase your knowledge. And unfortunately, there's a lot of junk on television, but this is a great way to have entertainment. You can listen to it in your car while you go for a walk, while you are, hanging out in your backyard, on the patio, on the balcony, whatever it is. It's a great way to become well educated and entertained. You can become a guest as an expert in holistic living on other people's podcasts. They're always looking for great guests. And you can also host your own podcast. So I have a podcast that also is a video, but we strip out the audio, and it's on iTunes and Stitcher and SoundCloud and a bunch of other places that's syndicated all over the world. And it's fun, it's exciting, and it's a great way for you to build your brand. Now, you may be wondering, well, how would I make money having a podcast as a life coach? I don't understand that. Well, if you have a big enough audience and you can grow it over time, you can sell advertising. I have friends that make over $100,000 a year on their podcast simply from selling advertising. You can also have your own commercial for your own business and offer your own giveaways and gifts and lead generation tools from the podcast that lead back to your paid coaching services. So there's many, many ways to do this. I do about 2 to 3 interviews per week, every week. And then I release one of my own shows once every 10 days. So I'm just giving you examples. You don't have to do this, but it's incredibly beneficial, super low cost to have your own show, and absolutely free to be a guest, but incredibly beneficial to build your brand and get new clients. You can write a holistic lifestyle book. Here's the beauty about writing a book. Because of freedom of speech and freedom of the press, you have a little bit of leeway here to write about things that interest you most that you may or may not otherwise be able to do as a coach. Now, I'm not saying to say or do things that you shouldn't or is out of scope of practice. What I'm saying is, at least in America, because of freedom of the press and freedom of speech and the way things work, you can write about a lot of different things, including controversial topics or different ways you want to express yourself, and talk about all the different benefits and the things that you have done and the research that you've done and how your life has changed and how other people's lives can change with your holistic lifestyle principles, practices, and coaching methodologies. So writing a book, so here's another thing too. So let me just go over this. How can you write a book? Some people say, well, I'm not a good writer. Well, what am I doing right now? I'm speaking. And this could be transcribed. I was looking for the right word. It could be transcribed, which cost, maybe $30, $40 for transcription, sometimes even less than that. And you do that enough, you have a book in a month. You've written a book in a month. Then you have someone edit it and typeset it. You're done. You can do books on demand from Amazon. You can get a publishing deal. You can do a PDF ebook. You can do a Kindle book. You can do all of that. And there's a bunch of different hybrid publishing models as well. So how do you make money with a book? First of all, it establishes credibility. It will give you more speaking opportunities. When you get to speak more, you get to sell more, and you get to help more. But also, you can add different things in your book that lead back to more sales of your products and services. You can have lead capture. You can offer bonus gifts that people can sign up for your website. Now you're capturing email addresses. There's a lot of ways to benefit from a book. And it costs almost nothing to write a book and publish a book now. Almost nothing at all. But it has huge benefits. And also, there are simple strategies where you can become a best-selling author on Amazon. Now you're not just an author, but you're a best-selling author, and you own that forever. Giving you a lot to think about, I know. I just want you to be excited about it because you have tremendous opportunities. Please, 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 if at all, I don't know, but if at all you feel overwhelmed with all this, it's okay. Take a deep breath. You don't have to do any of that except earn your certification so you have the skill set. Then you can decide how you want to run your business. I want you to be excited about possibilities because truly your possibilities are endless. I'm just scratching the surface here. You can do so much. You can earn as much as you want based on your creativity, the amount you're willing to serve people, and just how much effort you're going to put out. It's totally up to you. There really is no limit. Certain things have different potential, but you can do 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 things. You can do everything, obviously not at once. Here's another thing you can do. You can combine your holistic life coaching certification with wellness coaching. We also offer a certified wellness coach certification. These are different and complementary. The wellness is a little bit more health-oriented. The holistic life coaching is more about lifestyle changes, modifications, behaviors, and things like that. Collectively, together, they work synergistically, and you'll have even more skills to help your client. So as you can see now, you have many career choices and endless opportunities. And remember, you only need to do one thing to make a good living. I'm just sharing with you because I don't know what you want to do. I'm not sure what interests you most. I'm not sure where you live, but I want you to be excited about the opportunities. And of course, you can just start with one and then add another or migrate from one to another over time, whatever you'd like to do. And we support you and we provide you with information and education on how to make these changes and keep upgrading your career and your income opportunities as you go along. Remember, once you're in the Nesta and Spencer Institute family, you're in it for life. We're here to help you. We serve you. We always provide you with educational opportunities, free information to grow your business, resources. We have a Facebook free group that supports you every step of the way where you can ask me personally questions about your career and how you can grow your career and what's your next step, what makes the most sense. And I personally will answer you. I've been doing this for years, and we continue to do it every day, and it gives us great joy to see your success. So what do you do now? Well, you probably see the graphic to the side, and you can register right now and become a certified holistic life coach. And I'm going to give you that discount code here in just a second. But remember, we're always here to answer your questions and support you each step of the way. We've been established since June 1st, 1992. Yeah, that long. And we've helped over 60,000 people in over 60 countries, just like you, to start, grow, and expand successful careers. And it's incredibly exciting and rewarding for us to see your success as well. Obviously, you're excited, and we are as well. So your time is now. This is the opportunity you wanted to begin or expand your career. So here's the special one-time offer. Save 20% right now. Use the coupon code ILOVESI. ILOVESI. That's short for Spencer Institute, obviously. That's your coupon code. So you're going to click that graphic, go back to the Holistic Life Coach certification page. Read any more details if you need before you register now. And then when you put it in your cart, add the coupon code ILOVESI and then click apply, because then you're going to see your massive discount instantly. And then you can check out and literally begin your studies within about 30 seconds. And then you have lifetime access to that course as well. I want to make sure I included that. So thank you so much. I will see you on the inside. Register right now. Remember, use coupon code ILOVESI. That's short for I Love Spencer Institute. ILOVESI. And click apply, and you'll instantly see your 20% savings. Thank you so much. I appreciate your attention and your time. And remember, we're always here for you. Thank you.